Today I will discuss circular flow of income. It is a part of the national income, so it is very important one. Uh, uh, we know that four sectors are there: household sector, farm sector, government sector, and external sector. But in this case, uh, I will give importance on two sectors only. It is on household sector and farm sector. So, how to define circular flow of income? It is the flow of money income or the flow of goods and services across different sectors of an economy in a circular form. So different sectors means already I have considered only two sectors: household sector and farm sector. It is the flow of money income between farm sector and household sector in a circular form. For example, you see farm sector make factor payment in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit to the household sector, because household sector providing factor services like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector. And in reciprocal manner, household sector incur consumption expenditure on goods and services provided by the farm sector. So it is the flow of money income between the household sector and the farm sector in a circular form. Again, farm sector make factor payments to the household sector for provision of factor services, and in return household sector incur expenditure on goods and services provided by the farm sector. Similarly, it is the flow of goods and services between the farm sector and the household sector in a circular form. How can it possible? Household sector providing factor services to the farm sector. Factor services means land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay. Household sector providing factor services like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector, and in return farm sector providing goods and services to the household sector. So circular flow of income, it is the flow of money income or the flow of goods and services across the different sectors of an economy in a circular form. Different phases you see, different phases of circular flow of income. First one, generation phase. In generation phase, farm sector producing goods and services with the help of factor services provided by the household sector. So in generation phase, one thing remember, farm sector producing goods and services with the help of factor services like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur provided by the household sector. Then farm sector selling these goods and services in the market, okay, and earn money. So it is the income generation of the farm sector. So here just to remember, generation phase, it means generating goods and services. So farm sector producing goods and services by using the factor services provided by the household sector. Next one, distribution phase. In this phase, if the household sector providing factor services, then definitely the household sector receive payment. So in distribution phase, in this phase, there is flow of factor income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit from farm sector to household sector. So in distribution phase, farm sector made factor payments in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit, okay, to the household sector, because household sector provided factor services. It is the distribution phase. Third one, disposition phase. Already household sector received factor income from the farm sector. So in this phase, the income received by the household sector, for factor services. Already household sector received income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit from the farm sector. So the income received by the household sector for factor services is spent on the goods and services produced by the farm sector. So in disposition phase, just to remember, the household sector incur expenditure on goods and services produced by the farm sector. So three phases are there. One is the generation phase, generating goods and services by the farm sector. Distribution phase, it means farm sector made factor payments to the household sector. Then when the household sector, third phase, disposition phase, when the household sector received factor income from the farm sector, then again this income used by the household sector, okay, to purchase goods and services produced by the farm sector. So three phases are there. One is the generation phase, second one distribution phase, third one disposition phase. You see one diagram, it is given. One diagram, it is the production phase, generation of income, then distribution phase, income phase or distribution phase, then expenditure phase or disposition of income. Okay, generation of income, farm sector producing goods and services and selling in the market and earn money. So it is the income of the farm sector. Then farm sector made factor payments to the household sector in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. So it is the distribution of income. Then household sector incur expenditure on goods and services produced by the farm sector. Okay, so then when the household sector, it means make demand on goods and services produced by the farm sector, then again farm sector produce more quantity of goods and services by using the factor services provided by the household sector. It is like a circular form. Okay. Next one, differentiate between money flow and real flow. It is very easy one. In case of money flow, it is the flow of money between the farm sector and the household sector in a circular form. It is the flow of money between the farm sector and household sector. In money flow, it involves money. There is no involvement of goods and services. It involves exchange of money. And this money flow, alternate name is nominal flow. Okay. So there is no such difficulty actually like barter system, you know, that goods exchange for goods. Actually that any type of difficulty we cannot find here. So in case of money flow, very simple definition, it is the flow of money between farm sector and household sector. It involves exchange of money. There is no involvement of goods and services. Alternate name of money flow is nominal flow, and there is no such difficulty in case of money flow. One diagram it is given. In case of diagram, you see farm sector made factor payments to the household sector, because household sector providing factor services to the farm sector. It means farm sector received factor services from the household sector. Farm sector received factor services, capital and entrepreneur from the household sector. So for this reason, farm sector made factor payments in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit to the household sector. You see the arrow mark. Farm sector made factor payments in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit to the household sector. Then household sector incur expenditure on goods and services produced by the farm sector. So it means the same definition. It is the flow of money between the farm sector and household sector. Okay, it is the flow of money. So here you see farm sector made factor payments to the household sector, and household sector incur expenditure on goods and services. So money flow, it means there is flow of money between farm sector and household sector. Similarly, second one, real flow. In case of real flow, there is no involvement of money. It means it is the flow of goods and services between the farm sector and the household sector. It's just opposite of money flow. It is the flow of goods and services between farm sector and household sector. There is no exchange of money. Alternate name is physical flow. And here there may be difficulties of barter system, because here there is flow of goods and services between farm sector and household sector. So there may be difficulties of barter system in exchange of goods and factor services occur. Okay, so there may be difficulties. Clear? So in case of real flow, you see it is the flow of goods and services. So you see the diagram. It means very easy one. It means household sector providing factor services to the farm sector. Household sector providing land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector. Providing land, providing labor service, lending funds to the farm sector, and providing managerial service to the farm sector. And in reciprocal, what type of things actually provided by the farm sector to the household sector? It is goods and services. Farm sector producing goods and services. Farm sector received factor services, producing goods and services, and providing to the household sector. So here there is no exchange of money, only there is exchange of goods and services. So real flow, it is the flow of goods and services between the farm sector and household sector. See, it is the diagram. Clear? Next one, two sector model circular flow of income. Okay, the question is coming. Explain the circular flow of income through the help of two sector model. Then in this case, you see, first one, just I want to discuss about the real flow. You know that in case of real flow, there is exchange of goods and services between the household sector and farm sector. Same thing you have written here. Household sector providing factor services to farm sector, and in exchange farm sector providing goods and services to household sector. It is related to real flow. So first part, just you explain the, already I have discussed. In case of real flow or in case of physical flow, there is no involvement of money. Household sector providing factor services like land, labor, capital, and enterprise to the farm sector, and in exchange farm sector providing good services to the household sector. So it is related to real flow, and there is exchange of goods and services, okay, between the two sectors, between the household sector and the farm sector. And in second part of the model, just you discuss the money flow. Money flow, there is exchange of money between the farm sector and household sector. It is the flow of money between the farm sector and household sector. So in this case, household sector receive factor payments. Okay, providing land means receive rent, providing labor service, in return receive wages, lending funds to the farm sector, and in return receive interest, providing managerial service, in return receive profit. So household sector receive factor payments in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit from farm sector, and in exchange household sector incur expenditure on goods and services produced by farm sector. So household sector receive factor payments from farm sector, and in return household sector incur expenditure on goods and services produced by farm sector. So there is no involvement of goods and services, only there is involvement of money. There is exchange of money between the farm sector and household sector. But it is the flow of money between the farm sector and the household sector. It is the second part. It is related to the money flow. So in case of two sector model, first you discuss the real flow, and second one you discuss the money flow. Then here you see the diagram. Outer circle related to the money flow. Outer circle, you see the arrow mark. Outer circle. Outer circle, farm sector by producers or farm sector made factor payments to household sector, and return you see household sector incur expenditure, incur consumption expenditure on goods and services provided by the farm sector. It is clearly within the bracket money flow it is given. Outer circle. Then inner circle, it is real flow. Inner circle, household sector providing goods and services, and in return farm sector, household sector providing goods and services. Okay, household sector providing goods and services, and in return household sector, clear, household sector providing factor services, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, and farm sector providing goods and services. It is real flow. Inner circle is the real flow, outer circle is the money flow. Clear? Okay, it is very important one in case of rational income. Thank you.